progress.
Dear friends, in this session, I'm going to explain the types of incentive wage system, which is one of the topic of compensation management for the final year BBS students of human resource management specialization. Let me begin with types of incentive wage system. Here you can see that wage incentive plans has been segregated into two broad categories. One is individual incentives, other one is group incentives. Individual incentives is again classified as time-based and output-based. Time-based has Halsey plan, Rowan plan, Emerson plan, Widex plan. Output-based has Taylor plan, Merrick plan, and Jan plan. Group incentives has Pressman plan and Scanlon plan. What is this individual incentive and group incentive? Here you can observe there is a difference between a individual incentive and a group incentive, which are the two major broad categories of wage incentive plans. What is this individual incentive is? It is an earnings directly related to the individual's performance. If you are working in an organization, you will be paid an incentive based on your own performance. Okay, but whereas in a group incentive it is not like that. All other incentives plan given apart from individual incentive plans, it creates a teamwork and motivates the new members, defeats rivalry among the members. What happens in a group incentive is that they will consider the overall performance of the group. For example, assume that you are working in a accounting team of 6 members. Okay, 6 members. That one team is considered to be a group, and you'll be having one team leader or a supervisor. Okay, so overall performance of your group will be considered based on some standards fixed by the company or organization, and they will compare your actual performance, your group's actual performance with the standard which they have fixed, and they will pay the incentive for the whole group, where you will not be having any kind of rivalry among yourself. All of yours target is only one thing, that you all of you have to contribute as much as possible, and you people will be thinking that we are working in a team, and that builds you a kind of coordination among the team members, and also it helps motivate each and every individual working in that specific team. But in individual incentive, as it is in relating to individuals, though you are 6 members in a team, Mr. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so all of you are individuals, not in a team. Yes, performance will be considered to pay the incentives that could be based on the time he has worked or output he has provided, depending on the company's incentive plan, which the company has adopted. The company will pay individually based on the performance of individual contributor, individual employee. Okay, that could be time based or output based on standard time and calculations therein. This is what the difference actually between the individual incentives and the group incentives. In individual incentives, we can see that time-based incentives and output-based incentives. I hope that you people have understood what this time-based could be mean. That time-based means that when you are working, if whether you are completing the task within a given time or not, considering some of the factors. So here each of them have considered their own factors based on which they are suggesting what kind of incentives plan we could have, I mean an organization could have. So here output based, this people are suggesting that incentives should be paid based on the output, that is productivity level of an individual. If the person is producing more in a given time, then the person should be paid more, like that. This individual incentives has been classified based on time and output. Let's begin with understanding each and every plan under time-based and output-based. Along with that, we'll also understand the Prisman and Scanlon plan in this video. So first, beginning with the Halsey or pair plan. It is developed by F.A. Halsey, in where engineering works. A worker who completes his job in less than a standard time is paid more. What he is telling is that if a worker completes his job, okay, within a standard time will be fixed of 8 hours, 10 hours, 9 hours, whatever the time could be. If a worker is completing that specific provided job within that time, then the person has to be paid with a more. Okay, a bonus of usually 50% of time is saved, time saved is paid. Usually, whatever the amount of time that the person saves will be paid, 50% of that specific time will be paid as a bonus. That is half of the time saved will be paid as a bonus. That could be like, assume that I have given you assignment to write, okay, 4 assignments to be written within 8 hours. Okay, as you have completed writing those 4 assignments, you have completed, you reached the target, but not using the 8 hours, but you completed that within 6 hours. So here you saved 2 hours of time of an organization and use two. So that is what the 50% of this 2 hours is one, right? That much of a bonus will be paid to you for saving the time of an organization. That is how it works in Halsey plan. The bonus is calculated based on time rate system. I hope that you have understood what this Halsey mean here. Since we are discussing about the time rate system, Halsey plan is the first one. Here you can see what are the merits and demerits. Simple and easy to understand. Yes, this is somewhat simple and easy to understand. Employer and workers get equal benefit, guaranteed minimum wage for all. Don't you think that employer and worker get equal benefit, that you're saving the time of an organization as well as you are completing whatever the organization was expecting, and you are receiving good benefit, good bonus out of that whatever the time you have saved, and that is a kind of productivity for an organization as well as for you. Okay, so guaranteed minimum wages for all. No demerits could be not scientific and fair. Sometimes it is not fair. Quality of work might be absent due to worker rush to completion. Yes, it happens that when you understand the difference between a piece rate system and time rate system, there itself you might have understood that usually in a piece rate system, people uh, want to complete more output, right? Here in a time rate system, people will not give importance to quality. Okay, so it may be like people want to complete that work within a given specified time. That's why they are rushing, and they may fail to provide a proper quality. That is the demerit. Much clerical work involved. Yes, obviously the more calculations are required for this, and hence the clerical work is more wasted and spoilage may increase. Yes, there are chances that when you are rushing to work, okay, the wastage may be increased, and when there are no scientific and fair calculations, wastage may also increase. So these are the some of the demerits and merits of the Halsey or fair plan. So here let's take what the definition of Halsey plan is. Definition says that under Halsey plan, the standard time for the completion of a job is fixed and the rate per hour is then determined. If the time taken by a worker is more than the standard time, then he shall be paid according to the time rate. If the time taken by the worker is more than the standard time, then he shall be paid according to the time rate. Okay, time taken multiplied by the time rate per hour is the formula for that. In Halsey plan, the time wages are guaranteed even if the output of a worker is below the standard. In case the worker completes the works in less than the standard time, then he or she will be paid according to the actual time. The time rate plus the bonus calculated at a specified percentage of the time saved. This is the formula if the worker completes the work within a provided time. Generally, the bonus percentage varies from 30 to 70%. The usual bonus share paid to the worker is 50% of the time saved multiplied by rate per hour, that is time minus rate. So this scheme can be further illustrated by examples. Here you can see the standard time given is 8 hours. Okay, rate per hour is 2. Rate per hour is 2. So in case 1, time taken is 8 hours, earnings is 8 into 2, because the standard time is 8 hours, the person has completed the work within by using 8 hours. That is 100% efficiency. Okay, so here you can see that the person has not taken less time, he has taken the whatever the time had given, so he is receiving 8 into 2, 16 rupees. Okay, case 2, time taken is 10 hours. It means that he is taking more than the given time, more than the standard time, so he is receiving 10 hours into 2 is equal to 20 hours. It is because of the fixed wages. Wages are guaranteed, right? So in this system, wages are guaranteed. That's why he is receiving a 20 rupees here. In case 3, if you observe, he is working for 6 hours, earning is 6 into 2, 12 rupees, and bonus is because since he has worked only 6 hours, means but completed the given task. Okay, means he has worked less than 8 hours, right? 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 hours, that half of the 2 hours should be paid. Half of the 2 hours into 2 rupees is equal to 2 rupees should be paid as a bonus. Okay, total of 14 rupees will be paid to the employee worker. So if you may be thinking that this here the person is receiving 14 rupees, what do you think? Is it good amount or a bad amount? The 14 rupees, total of 12 plus 2 is 12 plus 2 is 14, right? Whether it is a good amount or a bad amount, actually this is a good amount, though when you compare it to the case 2 or case 3. You may be thinking in case 2, 10 into 2 is 20 rupees. I can work for 10 hours and gain 20 rupees, right? But you are working here only for 6 hours and you are getting additional bonus for that also. That is a kind of appreciation you are getting from company for your work and productivity level. That is what the Halsey plan says. The people who work in less than the given or standard time should get more, paid more. Okay, so actually here you are being paid more than what actually you should have been paid if you had taken a lot more time. Okay, so this is Halsey plan. Let's understand that Rowan plan. In Rowan plan, it was developed by James Rowan of England, a minimum wage guaranteed to every worker. Okay, here also a minimum wage is guaranteed to every worker. A standard time is determined in advance. Obviously, a standard time of 8 hours here is determined in advance. Total wages is equal to time into rate plus time into rate into time saved divided by standard time. This is what the Rowan plan formula is. First, you have to understand that easily. Even if you are not considering this to calculate, you can easily understand the concepts here. In case In case the worker completes the work in less than the standard time, then he is entitled to a bonus along with the time wages. If the employee, I mean worker, is taking less than the standard time, okay, he's entitled to a bonus along with the time wages. A bonus is a percentage of workers' time, right? The percentage of workers' time, right? This means the bonus or premium is calculated on percentage of wages earned for working on a job and is not calculated for the time saved. It is not calculated for the time saved. As in case of Halsey plan, this percentage is equivalent to the proportion of the time saved to the standard time. Numerically, you can calculate bonus as time saved divided by standard time. Here, time saved divided by standard time. Bonus B is equal to time saved divided by standard time is what the bonus is. Okay, so let's see how to calculate this. First, here they have fixed the standard time of 8 hours, rate per hour is rupees 2. Okay, in case 1, time taken is 8 hours. So what is the earning? 8 hours into 2 rupees, 16 rupees is an earning. Okay, next case 2, time taken is 10 hours. Time taken is 10 hours. That means that the person has taken the more time than what actually he should have taken. Okay, so earning 10 into 2, yes, exactly what he is receiving is 20. Since they have told that the minimum wage is guaranteed to the every worker, if you are taking 2 more hours, you will be paid a minimum wage, that is rate per hour of 2 into 20 rupees will be paid, obviously. So this was the same in Halsey plan also, right? But here in case 3, if you see, time taken is 6 hours, means that it is lesser than the 8 hours, right? So earnings is time wages of 6 hours into 2 hours is 12 rupees. Yes, and what is the bonus? Bonus is time saved. How much time has been saved? 8 hours minus 6 hours is 2 hours has been saved. Okay, 2 hours is a time saved, divided by time saved divided by 8 hours is the standard time, right? Into how many hours he has worked? 6 hours he has worked is equal to 1.5 rupees. That should be 1.5 rupees. 1.5 rupees is what the amount the person should receive as a bonus, 1.5. So what is the total of this 12 rupees plus 1.5 rupees? 13.5 rupees is what the person is earning, the worker is earning under row 1 plan. Okay, so here they are paying the amount on number of hours the person has saved. The person has saved 2 hours out of 8 hours. That is like, what is the ratio into how many hours he has worked? That is 6 hours is 1.5 rupees is what the bonus actually he has been paid for his work. So I'm hoping that you people have understood the row 1 plan also. The next, Emerson plan. Okay, in Emerson plan, it was developed by Harrington Emerson. Standard time for the job is determined scientifically. Scientifically here means systematically. Bonus is given at an increasing percentage beyond the prescribed level of efficient. Total wages here is equal to T into R plus percentage of bonus into time into rate. T means time, R means rate. Okay. So let's see what this is. In Emerson plan, the worker is paid only the time rate for the efficiency up to 67%. At 100% efficiency, the worker is paid time wages. What they are telling, the the worker will be paid on the basis of time rate up if his efficiency is up to 67%. Okay. If his reaches the percentage of 100% efficiency. If he reaches 100% efficiency, the worker is paid based on time wages plus a bonus of 20%. Time wages plus bonus of 20% on the wages earned. The worker is paid 1% additional of bonus for each additional 1% efficiency. If the person is doing more than that, more than 100%, okay, assume that you had given 110% of efficiency, okay, 110% of efficiency. For 100%, you will be given the time wages plus 20% of bonus. Along with that, the remaining 10% additional what you have done, for that you will be paid 10 additional bonus, okay, 10 additional bonus, 10 rupee, something like that, depending on the each percentage will be considered as one, each percentage will be considered as 1 unit. Okay, so that is how it will be paid. Let's see with an example here. Standard output in is in 10 hours. Standard output in 10 hours is 200 units, means that they are expecting that a worker should complete 200 units within 10 hours. Okay, right, per hour unit is rupees 2. Okay, so let's see in case 1 what has happened. Output in 10 hours, output in 10 hours is given only 100 units. 100 units, 100 units means that it is lesser um, then the efficiency level. See if how the efficiency level is calculated. Here it is showing 50%, right? How it has come is that 100 is what the unit he has produced divided by 200, which is number of units he should have produced. Okay, that is standard units. Actual output divided by standard units into 100 is equal to 50. That is 50% is his efficiency. Can you see that the 50% is actually the lesser than 67% of efficiency? That means that the person should be paid based on the time rate, right? As efficiency is below 67%, the worker is entitled to only time wage. Thus, his earnings is 10 hours into 2 rupees per unit. Though they are paying based on time wage, it is they have considered 10 hours into rupees 2 is equal to 20 is paid. In case 2, output is in 10 hours is 200 units. 200 units is what actually the standard unit, right? So here efficiency level is 100%. How did we get 100%? 200 is the actual output divided by standard output into 100 is 100% of efficiency. As the efficiency is 100%, then the worker is paid time wages plus a bonus of 20% on wages earned. Let's see how it is. Time wages is 10 hours into 2, 20 rupees, right? Then bonus is 20%, that is 20 divided by 100 into 20. 20, that is 20% of time wages, that is 20 rupees is 4 rupees. The total earnings is 24. Okay, time wages he has got is 20 rupees plus 20% of bonus of that 20 rupees is, I show you here, 20% of this is 20 rupees. Rupees 20 into 20% of that is 4 rupees, right? 4 rupees. You can use a calculator and check that. You can check that. Okay, so the 20 rupees into 20% of that is 4 rupees. Here the 20 rupees plus 4 rupees is 24 rupees is his overall total earnings for 100% efficiency. In case of output in 10 hours is 260 units. 260 units, obviously it is more than the standard output, right? So when it is more than the standard output, the efficiency level is 130%. Yes, output is 260 units divided by 200 units, that is standard output, into 100 is 130% of efficiency has been given by the worker. So for 100% efficiency, the worker will get a bonus of 20% on wages earned plus 1% additional bonus for every 1% increase in efficiency. So 30%, the total bonus is 50%. Yes, correct. No. So that's what I tell you. See here, up to 100 for reaching 100% of efficiency. For reaching 100% of efficiency, he got 20% of bonus. Okay, so but additionally he has received he has crossed 30% of efficiency. Additional, he has 30% of efficiency. For that, considering 1% of efficiency as 1 unit of percentage of bonus, 30% of bonus he should receive, right? That is total of 50% of bonus he is receiving. In case 2, he received only 20%. In case 3, the more efficiency he has, the more bonus he is receiving. Okay, so let's see the calculations. Time wages, 10 hours into 2 hours is equal to 20 rupees. Obviously, for all the 3 cases, the same. The bonus is 50%. This 50% includes both the 20% and the 30%. Okay, 50%, 50 divided by 100, that is 0.5 into 20, that is 20 is what actually he is receiving here. The 50% of 20 rupees is 10 rupees is what he's receiving. Total of 30 rupees is his total earnings. That is what the Emerson plan says. He has a milestones up to 67% only based on time rate. Is it, if it crosses 67% and 100%, that should be like he should be paid or based on time wages plus a bonus of 20%. Okay, and it crosses more than 100%, then it should be more than that. That is whatever, how much ever the person has contributed, that much should be paid to him. That is a kind of justice for his work. Okay, this is the Emerson plan. Next, Bidex point plan. This plan was developed by Charles E. Bidex. Standard time divided into standard minutes. Workers who completed the less than standard time are paid bonus. Same here. The people who complete the work within or lesser than a given standard time will be paid the bonus. So bonus is 75% of the wages for the workers. If in case of foreman, the bonus should be 25%. Okay, so here obviously a worker who puts a lot of effort should be paid more. That's why this point, this plan considers the workers should be paid more. 75%, foreman should be paid 25%. Okay, let's see what actually it is. The PEDX plan is an incentive scheme in which the standard time for the completion of job is fixed. It's fixed and the rate per hour is defined. Okay, so each minute of standard time is called as point or B. Okay, B. So such as in 1 hour, there are 60 Bs. 60 Bs means 60 minutes. 60 minutes. You have to consider that 1 hour has 60 minutes. Under BEDX plan, every job has a standard number of Bs. Yes, if the worker completes your job in more than standard hours, then he's paid according to the time rate. Example, time taken is multiplied by the hourly rate. Time taken is multiplied by the hourly rate. In case the work is completed in hours less than the standard time, the worker is entitled to the bonus in addition to the hourly rate. What they are telling, if the worker completes his work less than the standard time, then the worker is entitled to the bonus in addition to the hourly rate. A bonus is equal to 75% of the earned or saved points in excess of 60 per hour multiplied by 1/6 of the hourly rate. We'll understand that with an example here. You can see here standard time given is 8 hours, rate per hour is ₹1. Okay, so case 1, actual time he has taken to complete the task is 10 hours. Earning is 10 hours into 1, ₹10. There is no changes. There is no changes It is like whatever he has done, based on that, they are just paying for the whatever the time he has taken. In case 2, actual time is 6 hours. Okay, you can see that he has taken less time than the given time, 6 hours. The given time or standard time was 8 hours, he has taken 6 hours. That means that earnings should be more. I mean, he should get additional bonus, right? Earnings is time wages is equal to 6 hours into 1 rupee is equal to 6 rupee. What could be the bonus? Standard bonus is 60 minutes into 8 hours is equal to 480 minutes, that we call here in this word explain points, we take it as BS. Okay, so 480 BS or 480 minutes, however you think, you can keep that in your mind. Actual BS is equal to 60 minutes into 6 hours, right? What was the standard? 60 minutes into 8 hours is equal to 480 hours, whereas actual BSc is 60 minutes into 6 hours. 6 hours is what actually he has taken, time taken, that is 360. How much is the saved BS? How much is the saved minutes? That is 120 BS or 120 minutes the worker has saved. How it has come? 480 is the standard BS minus 360 is the actual BS. He has saved 120 BS or 120 minutes, approximately 2 hours, right? So here, bonus, how the bonus is calculated. Considering this is for a worker. This is for a worker, not for a foreman. Okay, if it was for a foreman, it could have been 25%, but consider this as a for a worker. We are calculating for a worker and we are paying 75% of the bonus of 120 save BS into 1 rupee divided by 60 minutes or 60 Bs in an hour is equal to 1.5 is what the amount he is receiving as bonus. So here thus the total earning is rupees 6, that is time wages, plus 1.50 is his bonus. The total is 7.50. The same example here in this image also, you see the thing is that the standard time has changed here. That's it. The standard time given here is 10 hours. The here in case 1 they have taken 12 hours. Here in case 2 he has taken 8 hours. The same example with the different numericals. That's it. You can try with the 2 different numericals, and also you can try with different numericals, changing your standard hour, standard time, and changing your rate per hours, changing your actual time of contribution and other things, so that you can easily understand and get to know if there is anything. If you have any confusions, you can let me know also. Thank you. Okay, so here you can see that we are beginning with the Taylor's differential rates rate system. It is about time and motion study where 2 piece rates are laid down. Lower rate for workers who fail to complete the task within the time, higher rate for those who completes within the time. Okay, here if you are completing the work within a time, then you will be paid more. If you are not, then you will be paid less. Obviously, FW Taylor, you know that as a business management student, that FW Taylor is said to be the father of scientific management. Obviously, he has presented the facts, considering that everything should be scientific and everything, the people should be paid based on the work and their contribution. If they are working better, they should be paid more. If they are not working better, they should be paid less. If they are not willing to stay in organization, they can leave the organization. Those who are working well should be retained by paying more. That is what the FW Taylor's the thought behind this presentation of this differential piece rate system. Let's see and understand what he is expecting and what he has told in this. FW Taylor's differential piece rate system posits that the worker who exceeds the standard output within the stipulated time must be paid a high rate for high production. On the other hand, the worker is paid a low rate if he fails to reach the level of output within the standard time. If he fails to reach the level of output within the standard time, he should be paid less. Okay. Thus, there are two piece rates. One who reaches the standard output or exceeds it is paid 120%. One who reaches the standard output or exceeds it means 100% efficiency, or more than 100%, 100% plus efficiency, 100% and 100% plus efficiency should be paid 120% of the piece rate, while the one who fails to reach the standard level of output is paid 80% of the piece rate. If the person is not reaching the 100% of efficiency, means he's not reaching the standard output production, then you should be paid only 80% of piece rate. Here the question is the minimum wages of the worker are not guaranteed, is what the point here is. In the previous plans, incentives plans, we understood that there was a minimum wages. Here there is no minimum wages. If you're working well, you will be paid. If you're not working well, you'll be paid less. Okay, let's understand this with an example. Okay, standard output given here is 200 units. Rate per unit is rupees 10 paise. Rate per unit is 10 paise. Obviously we all know that it is represented as 0.10. Okay, so assume this is just for an example here, what I have given in a bracket for making you people understand. Okay, if in case amount for standard output, what could be the amount for standard output if he is producing 200 units? Okay, that should be 200 into 0.10, right? 200 units into 0.10, 20 rupees. Per unit at 80% efficiency, it will go to 0.8, right? 0.8 means that 80% of this 10 paise, that is 0.8. If it is 10 rupees, then it will be 8 rupees, 80% of the efficiency. If per unit at 80% efficiency, that should be 0.8. And at 100% and more efficiency, that is 120%, which means that 10%, 120% of this 10 paise is 0.12 per unit. If here 10 rupees is there, obviously it would have 12 rupees here, right? 120%. That is how we have to calculate here based on the efficiency. Efficiency is less than 100%, then we are paying 80%. That is 80% of per unit. 10 rupees means 8 rupees. 10 paise means 0.08. Okay, 120%, if it is 100% and more than 100%, we are paying 120% of the rate per unit. Let's see how it works. So in case 1, output is 220 units. Efficiency is 220 unit divided by standard output of 200 is equal to 110%, which is more than 100%, right? So amount per unit should be how much? 0.12 based on the rate per unit they have given as 10 paise. Okay, so 0.12. What is the earnings? 220 units into the worker is paid 0.12 per unit. Now the amount he is receiving is 26.4 rupees. In case 2, output is 180 units. Obviously it is lesser than the provided standard units. Efficiency is 180, that is output, actual output divided by standard output is 90% of the efficiency, 90% efficiency, which is lesser than the standard output efficiency of 100%, right? Hence payment per unit should be 0.08, that is 80% of this 10 paise. Earnings is 180 units the worker has produced into, considering that 0.08 per unit, he is paid 14.4 rupees. See, this is how we are calculating under F.W. Taylor's differential piece rate system. It is clear from the above example that the worker is paid a higher rate of 26.4 for high production of 220 units and low rate of 14.4 for low production of 180 units. Thus, Taylor's differentiated piece rate system works on the principle that The inefficient worker must be paid at a low piece for rate for low production, such that he is left with no other option but to leave the organization. He is left with no other option but to leave the organization. That is what the Taylor's differential piece rate system is. Next, Merrick's multiple piece rate system. This plan was developed to overcome a drawback which relates to an abstract change in piece rate. Workers producing less than 83% of standard output are paid basic piece rate. Those producing from 83 to 100% are paid 110% basic piece rate. Those producing more than standard output are paid 120% of basic piece rate. The worker is paid the straight price rate up to 83%. Straight price rate up to 83% of efficiency. This is efficiency level of the standard output. Okay, this is one thing. You have to consider that. Point one, the worker is paid the straight price rate up to 83% of the standard output. This is point one. Okay. Point two is that 10% above the normal rate for producing between 83 to 100%. 83 to 100%, then the person will get 10% above the normal rate. Next, if third point is that if 20% above the normal rate for producing more than the 100% of standard output, means 101% onwards, if the person is producing more, then he will be paid 20% more than the normal rate. Okay, so let's see how it works. This is the standard output provided, that is 200 units. Piece rate is 10 paise. In case one, the output is 160 units. 160 units is less than 200 units, right? 160 divided by 200 is equal to 80% efficiency, right? 80% efficiency. Obviously, efficiency level is 80%. Since the efficiency level is less than 83%, the worker is paid only on the base rate. Only on the base rate, that is 10 paise. Thus, the earning is 8 rupees. Earning will be 8 rupees because 80% into 0.1, that is 10 paise. 80 into 80% of 0.1 is 8 rupees. Next, case 2, output is 180 units. Efficiency is 180 divided by 200 into 100 is 90%. As the efficiency is more than 83% but less than 100%, 10% above the normal rate is paid to the worker. Thus, earning is, how much is the earning? 90% into 110%. How did we get 110%? 100% plus 10% of above the normal rate is 110 divided by 100, means that is 110% we are converting into 0.1, that is 10 paise is equal to 9.9 rupees is his actual earning. In case 3, output is 220 units. Obviously, it is crossing the standard output. Now, efficiency is 110%. As the efficiency is 110%, 20% above the normal rate is paid to the worker. Thus, earning is 110. 110 is the percentage of efficiency into 120. 120 is 100 plus 20% is more, that is 120% should be paid more than 0.1, that is 10 paise. He is getting 13.30. So who is getting more? The person who is producing more is getting more. But thing is that in this case, comparatively to FW Taylor, you can see that FW Taylor is telling if the person is producing less than the efficiency level, he'll be paid very less. While in Merrick's multiple piece system, he is considering up to 83%, 83 to 100%, and more than 100%. He's giving importance to people who are near to 100% of efficiency. Yeah, that is a kind of benefit you can observe here. Note, under metric differential piece rate system, the workers are not penalized for producing below the standard output up to 83%. So this is what actually the benefit of Merrick's multiple piece rate system is. Next, Jan's task and bonus plan. This plan was developed by Henry L. Jan. Minimum wages is guaranteed to all the workers. A worker who fails to complete the task within given time paid for actual time spent. A worker who fails to complete the task within given time paid for actual time spent. Worker who achieve or exceeds the standards gets extra bonus varying between 20 to 50%. Varying depends on a company. Company may go for 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Okay, depending on the company's efficiency and capability of paying the amount. Okay, so here let's understand it. If the worker If the worker completes the task within the standard time, then his efficiency is 100%. And in addition to time wages, he is also paid a bonus of 20% on the wages earned. If the worker takes less than the standard time to complete a task, then his efficiency is more than 100% and the wages are paid at a high piece rate. Let's see how it works. Rate per hour they have given is 0.5. They have given high piece rate of 0.10. This is 5 rate per hour is 0.5. High piece rate is 0.10. Standard output is 100 units. Time taken is 8 hours. All these are fixed by the company. Okay, so let's see. In case 1, the output is 80 units. 80 units means that the efficiency is how much? Less, right? The standard output is 100 units. He has produced 80 units. Obviously, efficiency is 80%, right? Since the output is less than the standard, the worker is entitled to only time wages. He's entitled only to time wages. What is the time wages? Earnings is equal to 8 into 0.5 hours. 5 per hour. 8 hours he works. At 0.5 per hour, he received 4 rupees. In case 2, output is 100 units. Obviously, he reached the standard output. As the output is equivalent to the standard, the worker is paid the time wages plus a bonus of 20% on time wages. How it works? See, time wages is 8 hours. Rate per hour is 0.45 is equal to 4 rupees. Bonus is 20% of that specific 4 rupees what he has earned is 0.8. Total earnings is 4.08. Bonus is 20% of what he has earned, time wages. 20% of his time wages is the bonus. So in case 3, output is 110 units. Since the output is more than the standard, the worker shall be paid at a higher piece rate. Now, he will be paid not based on rate per hour, but paid based on high piece rate for number of units he has produced. He has produced 110 units, so he will get 0.10. He will earn 11 rupees. Obviously, this is something more, right? Because they are paying based on each number of units you have produced and high piece rate per unit piece, the amount they have fixed 0.10. 10 paise they are paying for each piece. If you are producing 110 units, you are earning 11 rupees. If you are producing 200 units, you will be earning 20 rupees. Obviously, the more you produce, you will earn more. This is what the Jan task system. That's why this comes under output based incentive plan. So last but not the least, this is group incentive plans. Under group incentive plan, there are 2 major important plan. One is that Pressman's plan, the other one is that Scanlon plan. As I already told you people that this group incentives plan are paid to a group of people, a group of people of 4 members, 5 members, 6 members, 10 members. Okay, individually they are not be paid. So let's understand each of these plans. First one is that placement plan. In this plan, workers are not considered individually but collectively. This system considers the productivity of all the workers as a whole. This system considers the productivity of all the workers as whole. Bonus is paid in proportion in excess of standard output per week. Okay, in excess of standard output per week. If in a year the output increases either above the standard output or the output of the previous year, the wages are increased in the same ratio. What was the standard output fixed by the company or the previous year output? This in this plan that will be compared with the actual output that the group of people are contributing. Based on that, their wages will also be increased in the same ratio. For example, if in 2009, the output per worker per unit time is 10 units, and in year 2010, the output per worker per unit time comes to 12 units. Obviously, this is 12 units is more than 10 units, right? The wages in 2010 will be 20% more than in 2009. What was the wages they were receiving in the year 2009? This in the year 2010, they increased 20% more, because in the year 2009, they were producing 10 units approximately per worker. In 2010, it became 12 units per worker. Worker per unit out. So here they have increased 20% of their output, means 20% of their wages will also be increased. The drawback of this system is that individual efficiency is not considered. Yes, obviously, in the previous systems, previous plans, which I have explained, in that individual efficiency is considered. Here, these are group incentive plans, so hence it is not, the individual efficiency is not considered in this. So next one is that scan learn plan. A scan learn plan is a type of gain sharing plan that pays a bonus to employees when they improve their performance or productivity by a certain amount as measured against a previously established standard. A standard will be fixed. Okay, a standard will be fixed. How much ever the percentage of efficiency increases, based on the fixed standard. Okay, previously fixed established standard, based on that they pay a kind of bonus to the employees. Okay, a typical scan-learn plan includes an employee suggestion program, a committee system, and a formula-based bonus system. A scan-learn plan focuses attention on the variables over which the organizations and its employees have some control. Some of the variables, they considered some of the factors while creating this scan-learn plan. That could be they give an importance to the employees to suggest on some things. The committee system, formula bonus system, the gain sharing plan, everything comes under a scan-learn plan. They considered the plan focus on attention on the variables over which the organizations and employees can have some control. They can have some control. This is what the two major group incentive plans are. Okay, so this much about the various incentives plans for the students of second semester BBA, compensation management subject, and HR, human resource management specialization. Hoping that this has helped you people in understanding various incentives plan. Thank you so much.